The alien princess couldn't believe a human survived. Princess Zara stood frozen at the edge of the crater, her silver eyes wide with disbelief. The smoking wreckage of the human ship stretched before her like a metal graveyard. Nothing should have survived that crash. Nothing ever did. Yet there she was, a human female, pulling herself from the twisted remains of what had been a cargo vessel. The woman's brown hair was matted with blood, her blue uniform torn and dirty, but she was alive. More than alive, she was moving with purpose. Impossible, Zara whispered in her native tongue. The human looked up at the sound, their eyes meeting across the devastation. The woman didn't run or cower like the others of her species usually did. Instead, she stood straighter and faced the alien princess directly. The human spoke first. "I'm Captain Lisa Morgan of the Earth Defense Corps. Are you responsible for shooting down my ship?" Zara's translator implant processed the words instantly. She had expected screaming or begging, not a calm introduction and direct question. The audacity caught her off guard. "I am Princess Zara of the Keltharian Empire," she replied in perfect English. "And yes, my fleet destroyed your vessel. You were trespassing in our territory." Lisa wiped blood from a cut on her forehead and looked around at the wreckage. "My crew, are any others alive?" "You are the only survivor," Zara said, studying the human's reaction. Most aliens would break down at such news. Lisa's jaw tightened, but she remained composed. "Then I guess it's just me and you," Lisa said. She began walking toward Zara, ignoring the weapon at the princess's side. "Why haven't you killed me yet?" Zara found herself taking a step back. In all her years of conquest across the galaxy, no defeated enemy had ever approached her so boldly. "Because I want to understand how you survived. Our weapons destroy everything, ships, stations, entire planets. Yet here you stand. Human stubbornness, I guess," Lisa replied with a slight smile that didn't reach her eyes. "We have a habit of not dying when we're supposed to." The princess activated her wrist communicator. "Commander Vex, I need a transport to the crash site. And bring a containment unit. For prisoners." "Your Highness," came the metallic voice. "For study," Zara corrected, her gaze never leaving Lisa. "We have something unprecedented here." As they waited, an uncomfortable silence stretched between them. Lisa sat on a piece of debris, apparently unconcerned about being captured. Zara found this disturbing. Fear was a universal constant among conquered species. This human seemed immune to it. "Your empire has been expanding for centuries," Lisa said suddenly. "Destroying civilizations, enslaving survivors. Don't you ever get tired of it? Tired of victory?" Zara's voice carried genuine confusion. "Why would I tire of bringing order to chaos?" "Because there's no challenge in it anymore." Lisa stood and gestured to the wreckage around them. "When was the last time someone surprised you? When did you last face real opposition?" Zara considered this. The human was right. Conquest had become routine, predictable. Species fell in the same patterns. First defiance, then desperation, finally submission. It had been years since anything had truly interested her. "And you think humans would provide this opposition?" Zara asked. "I know we would," Lisa replied with absolute certainty. "We don't break easily. We don't give up. And we learn from every defeat." The transport arrived with a low hum, settling near the crater's edge. Commander Vex emerged with 2 guards, their weapons drawn, the reptilian officer's eyes fixed on Lisa with predatory interest. "Shall we eliminate the survivor, Princess?" Vex asked. "No," Zara said quickly. "She's coming back to the ship with us. Your Highness, keeping prisoners is highly irregular." "She's not a prisoner," Zara interrupted. "She's a guest." Lisa raised an eyebrow at this but said nothing. As they boarded the transport, Zara found herself watching the human's every movement. Lisa showed no fear of the alien technology or the armed guards. She examined everything with keen interest, memorizing details. The flight to Zara's flagship took 20 minutes. During the journey, Lisa asked questions about Keltharian technology, culture, and military structure. Zara found herself answering honestly, intrigued by the human's intelligence and directness. "Your people worship strength," Lisa observed. "But what happens when you run out of weak opponents?" "We find new territories to conquer," Zara replied automatically. "And when you've conquered everything, when there's nothing left to destroy?" Zara had no answer for that. The question had never occurred to her before. The flagship was a massive vessel, 3 miles long and bristling with weapons. Lisa whistled appreciatively as they docked. Impressive engineering. How many ships like this do you have? 47 in this fleet alone, Zara answered without thinking. Only after the words left her mouth did she realize she was giving tactical information to an enemy. Lisa nodded thoughtfully. And how many fleets total? This time Zara caught herself. Why are you asking? Professional curiosity, Lisa shrugged. I'm a soldier. Understanding enemy capabilities is part of my training. They were escorted to the princess's private quarters, a luxurious suite decorated with trophies from conquered worlds. Lisa examined each artifact with interest, asking about their origins and significance. This is from the Vega system, Zara explained, indicating a crystalline sculpture. The Vegans were master artists before we absorbed their civilization. Absorbed, Lisa repeated. Interesting word choice. Not destroyed or conquered. Absorbed. We preserve what is useful from each species we encounter, Zara said defensively. But not the species themselves. They become part of the Empire. Their cultures blend into ours. Lisa picked up another trophy, a metal device covered in intricate symbols. And what happened to the people who made this? Zara's silence was answer enough. Lisa set the device down carefully. You're a collector, Lisa said finally. You collect civilizations like souvenirs, taking the best parts and discarding the rest. I am a conqueror, Zara protested. I bring order to the galaxy. You bring extinction, Lisa corrected gently. There's a difference. That evening, Zara found herself unable to concentrate on her duties. The human's words echoed in her mind. She had never questioned the Empire's methods before. Conquest was simply the natural order. The strong dominated the weak. It had always been this way. She visited Lisa in the guest quarters she had provided. The human was studying a holographic star chart, marking human settlements and trade routes. Planning your escape, Zara asked. Planning humanity's defense, Lisa replied without looking up. You're going to attack Earth eventually. I want to be ready. You're one person on an enemy ship light years from home. How exactly do you plan to warn anyone? Lisa finally turned to face her. You're going to let me go, Zara laughed. And why would I do that? Because you're bored, Lisa said simply. You've conquered so many worlds that victory has become meaningless. You need something new, something challenging. You need us. Your species has barely reached the stars, Zara pointed out. Your technology is primitive. Your ships are fragile. What possible challenge could you offer? We adapt, Lisa said. Every time someone knocks us down, we get back up stronger. You destroyed my ship, killed my crew, captured me, and I'm still here, still fighting. Still finding ways to oppose you. She was right. Despite everything, Lisa hadn't given up. Even now, surrounded by enemies with no hope of rescue, she was planning resistance. If I released you, Zara said slowly, what would you do? Warn Earth. Help them prepare defenses. Make sure that when you come for us, we're ready to give you the fight you're looking for. You would make yourself my enemy. I already am your enemy, Lisa smiled. The difference is I'd be an interesting enemy. Zara considered this. The prospect of facing organized resistance instead of helpless victims was oddly appealing. For too long, conquest had been routine. Perhaps it was time for something different. Very well, Zara decided. I'll give you a ship and safe passage to human space. Lisa looked surprised. Just like that, just like that. But understand, this changes nothing between our peoples. The Empire will still come for Earth. I wouldn't expect anything else. Lisa stood and extended her hand. Thank you, Princess. This has been educational. Zara stared at the offered hand. In her culture, touching an enemy was forbidden. Yet something about Lisa's gesture seemed important. She reached out and grasped the human's hand firmly. When we meet again, Zara said, we will be enemies on the battlefield. I look forward to it, Lisa replied. 3 days later, Zara watched Lisa's borrowed scout ship disappear into hyperspace. Commander Vex approached, confusion evident in his reptilian features. I don't understand, Your Highness. Why release a valuable prisoner? Because, Zara said, feeling more alive than she had in years, I want to see what happens when we finally encounter prey that fights back. For the first time in her life, Princess Zara of the Keltharian Empire was genuinely excited about the future. The galaxy was about to become a much more interesting place, and somewhere in the depths of space, Captain Lisa Morgan was already planning humanity's survival.